Boy, it's a pleasure to be in his company, especially in a dark alley. He's one of the major stars in the history of American film. The wonderfully talented good friend of the Friars, a friar himself, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Thank you, Larry, for the great introduction. Well, this is great lighting. Anyway, I didn't really have anything prepared today because I didn't know I'm going to speak tonight until just 3 months ago. But anyway, what can you say? I was asked to say a few words about Milton Berle, but what can you say about the guy that comes to your wedding and gives a toast and says, Arnold is the only husband I know that has bigger tits than his wife. What do you say about the guy that introduces you at a huge Beverly Hills event? Arnold Schwarzenegger is the illegitimate child of Gloria Allred and Kurt Waldheim. What do you say about the guy that the day looks better than Larry King? What do you say about a guy like that? Well, I have to say a few things because I like to say a few things. Milton was a very dear friend of mine, and he was, I think, the most tolerant man in the world. Everyone knows that. He did not discriminate against anybody. He stole jokes equally from people of every race, religion, color, and creed. He didn't care. One thing, I saw him lately before he passed away. And we all knew that Milton was fading in the last few days. And we knew that the end was coming very close. Very close. When Anna Nicole Smith made a proposal to him. Milton, we all know, changed America. Thanks to him, the television industry grew into what it is today. And we will never forgive him. I would constantly tell people that Milton was my dear friend. And it was him who gave me the comedic timing. But he always denied it. Right before he passed away, I was hanging out with him at Cafe Roma, and he was giving me some marital advice, not just only for myself, but to pass it on to all of you. And he said that make it always work out. But if it doesn't work out, there's always table 5 at Videos. All right, there's the place where Robert Blake hung out, but I tell you, in Milton's career, he was into so many interesting and fascinating things. Well, enough about his sex life. Given what we know about Milton, the most amazing thing that happened on the day of the funeral was that they actually could close the lid of his casket. They did. You know, so many people in America, so many children in America know Milton as Uncle Milty. Today, you will get arrested for that. I know for sure. Anyway, the bottom line is that he was a dear friend of mine, and I have to say that there was nothing like him, because he from the first moment that I met Milton. He was a dear friend, he was very giving. He was the one actually that was responsible for talking me into doing comedy movies. I mean, I was always set for action movies, and he says, you should do comedy movies. And he worked with me. He gave me always great lines. Whenever I had to do a speech somewhere, he helped me with the writing lines. He was absolutely the most giving person there is. In a few months before he passed away, he gave me an exact humor that he gave to John F. Kennedy in 1961. Exact replica of that humidor. So this is the kind of a giving man he was. He always sent stories, and he visited me on every set. When I did a movie around town, he always came by and visited me. So I just want to say that, Milty, God bless you. You will always be missed, but never forgotten. You always will be in my heart and everyone else's heart. Thank you very much for your friendship. Thank you.